Hi folks, it's me again. 21 today, 21 tonight, 21 wild camps. So I thought I would try something different. Going to be doing a few different things the next few months, different shelters and mountain camping finally. Need to get started with that. Might get started with that before I start winter camping again. So anyway, I'm at the Kilpatrick Hills. Just well, an easier hike than the last 3 or 4. It's still I don't know, 2.5 to 3 hours uphill, but a relatively easier one, shorter certainly. It's a nice day. Not too hot, just that is pleasant, and there's a slight breeze, but no doubt I'll end up drenched in sweat pretty soon. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Cloud estuary. There's a cargo ship. Butterfly Central here. Don't know if his camera's picking it up. I can't really, with the glare of the sun, I'm having problems, you know, looking at the viewfinder. I don't know what I'm looking at. Say hello to a couple of people. People that comment the channel all the time. Paul and Ash. They say hello to you. Thanks for all your comments, support. A couple of newbies. John, Big John, and Jai. That's what he calls his son. I'm not used to it. Well, Barnicus, I like to say hello to you because after seeing you in the gym, I had gone up that hill. I said it before, I've been saying it for about a year about trying to do some fitness training, but I will. So anyway, who else would I like to say hello to? Matt and Marion. They've been wild camping with Steely Dan. I kindly gave them a tent to help them start it, which was very good of them. And Steely Dan as well, why not? Well, I know you're feeling better because you're at wild camping, but I know you weren't ago or something. Obviously your back's fighting fit. 2 Wildcamper. Look at this, Matt. They've done some work. This path wasn't here. The last time I was here was March. That was my winter camp. My last winter camp. I know it was March, but it was a wee bit of a blizzard that day. There you go, they're working on the path. Wee sweep of the Loch Humphrey, wee hills. Forest. What's wrong with spending a day here? That's the good. I'm going to show you about the bad in a minute. That's the bad. You can see the litter. That's the bad. It is, as I say, it's relatively easy to get to, so obviously the idiots can get here. One time I was here and I looked in the trees, it was full of, it was cider bottles, dozens of cider bottles, but that's it. That's what you're dealing with. The good, the bad and the ugly. Check those trees, eh? Obviously the old domino effect. You know, a couple of them must have got caught with the wind, fell over and pushing the next tree down. It looks like this whole corner's going to go. I can hear all the creaking trees. Obviously you get that anyway, but looking at these trees like this and hearing the creaking, you know, you always think, oh, wait, better watch in case something falls on me. There was just a guy with his 3 kids there, and as I was talking to him, they actually caught a fish. Took a photograph of it. It's the first time I've seen people fishing here a lot. When I walk along the canals, I see people fishing. I've never seen anybody catching anything, but that was my first time I actually caught a fish. Just decided to head back the way. I'm just heading into worse ground. I think I might take a chance with that bit where the bags are. Even if I just get my ground sheet and my bivvy down there. If anybody turns up, they only turn up at night. You know, if anybody turns up before night, then I just need to move on. But I think I'll take a chance with that bit. Here's where I'll be staying tonight, somewhere, either the hammock there, or the bivvy bag there, or even down there, but you can probably make out that's quite a slope, not to end up sliding into the water. I'll make do with this. What you have to do a lot of times, just make the best of it. Hi folks, just got this cheap ground sheet. I just got my police on. First thing you should do is a wee spider thing. First thing you should do when you stop, if you've only got like a base layer on, unless it's obviously, you know, roasting hot, is put another layer on, thin layer on, because you always cool down, as I say, unless it's, you know, it's a heat wave. The heat wave's over up here. Don't know what it's like in England. I basically don't watch the television or even the news. So if I don't hear, well, I don't listen to the radio either very much, just in the morning when I'm working. But anyway, I'm just testing this out to see if I need the mat. Got my X-bed mat. Do you know something? I don't really need it. I might blow it up anyway since I've got it, but I don't actually think I need a mat. I think there's my bivvy bag. Don't know if you can see me or what you're seeing, but a Ascent bivvy. It's no Gore-Tex, it's the, what's the other stuff called? Event. A lot of people say it's better. I don't, obviously, I've no idea if it's better than Gore-Tex, but to be honest, a lot of people that in the know just seem to think it's more breathable. But anyway, that's the one I bought, so that's the one I'll be using. On the floor, I might hurt myself, but right, how do I get in here? Right, that'll do me the new sitting, so I get my confidence. No fancy knots for me, only just wrapped a webbing round the trees and tied a bow knot, and then for the ridge line and that thing for the mess it looks, it's just the only other knot I know. A reef knot. I don't feel very confident, but I tell you something right away. It's quite comfortable even sitting like this. You know, feels quite, you know, a wee bit better setup. You know, I feel confident in the setup. I think I could get into the hammock stuff. Just this location isn't great. Might be the one I'd need to use, but as I say, there's obviously a lot, you know, there's a lot of people coming up here with you know, the rubbish and the fires. But my guess is it's the weekends. That'll be my, you know, and I don't, you know, I work the weekends, My first night off's a Sunday night, Monday night. Right, bugger it, I'm going to lie down. Here goes. Oh. Feels really comfortable, but it's no set up right, obviously. That's all squished right in. We'll try and set it up again, because it's actually, it feels pretty safe. It's pretty safe, and it's to be honest, although I've only been in it a couple of seconds, it feels really comfortable. That's my initial impression, is that the comfort factor is good. Even this, look at the way, I mean that's never set up right, up that bit, look. Might be the bivvy bag tonight, but sure Stephen will help me. There's a dog there. Right, I'll switch off the camera now. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, no. Hello, hello, hello. My third option, tarp. 4x5 by 3 metre tarp. It's definitely the worst tarp setup you'll ever see, but my first go, and the tarp's miles too big for that use. You could set it up, use it as just basically a cover for a couple of bivvies, but have a look inside. That's me just in the tarp, literally just in the doorway, just to give you some idea of the size. It must be, I would say it's about 10 feet to that edge, about 7 feet, 8 feet to the end, and about 6 feet. So as an area, a living area, a shelter area, it's ginormous. I don't know how many people you could get in here in an emergency. I don't know, 6. But as I say, it's far too big for this use. I'll need to get a smaller one. Right, that's enough of this. I'll just show you where I am. Sun's gone down. Guess it must be about 8:30. Or maybe 9 o'clock. As I say, I've still not got a watch. I think I said that in the other couple of videos. Couldn't make something to eat there because that dog. There was a dog running about, a nice dog, but it was jumping up everything and everything. If I'd made some food, it would have probably jumped and tapped with the stove. Anyway, better get something to eat. This is me in my hammock, just to prove I was in it. Well, you saw I was in it earlier. I can relax a wee bit now. That dog's away. This is good. As I say, it's to say it's no set up right is an understatement, but the point is, it's my first go, and that's really the main thing about anything, any sort of outdoors, wild camping, hiking. Just get out and do it. That's the main thing. But you know, if you think you can do it, just go out and do it. And also, I noticed in some of my comments, or you know, the comments I get are some people saying they would like to try it but they don't have MD. You know, they want no get MD to go with. Just go yourself. Shouldn't be any fears in going out yourself, to be honest. Obviously don't go out winter or up a mountain yourself to start with. No, I never zipped the I left the zips wide open. I'm going to take the hammock down when I go out. I'll just settle for the tarp and the bivvy of the night. There you go, just to prove to everybody I'm having something to eat. Beans and sausage from Wayfarers and 3-in-1 coffee with a wee bit extra sugar. So at least I'll have something to eat, something warm to eat and drink before I settle in for the night, because I've got put my red down jacket on. My Aran trip, I never took a down jacket and I felt it, to be honest. And this is quite a bit colder up here. We're about, I don't know, maybe 900 feet up. So it's high enough to make a bit of a difference. I had my coffee and my beans and sausage. I feel much, you know, that's what you should be doing, of course, before you go to hit the sack, you know. Have a warm meal and a warm drink. Anyway, what was I going to say? I'm in my ginormous tarp, so sort of roughly I've got a rough idea what Tony Hobbs feels like in his tarp, although he's got the real tarps for this type of thing. But I think I quite fancy getting, as I say, I'm going to get a much more appropriate tarp, you know, a lot smaller. And I think that might be an option for me, 3-season wild camping. That would be, well, it would probably be lighter, just a bit lighter than a tent. But it's just another option. It's not really, no, everything's just about, you know, weight, but I imagine it would be slightly lighter than my Acto and all my stuff I take for that. It's another wee, don't know if it's a daddy, a long legs or a spider. It's one of the in-between things, you know. It's not a daddy of long legs, it's not a spider, I don't know what it is. It's not doing me any harm. I know him and Paul are going on about who's #1 wild camper, but you know, there's certainly no argument about what's the #1 channel, and that's Dave's. You know, Dave's wild camping is definitely the #1 channel on wild camping, no doubt about that. Hi folks, it's about 6:30. Got my down jacket on. It's quite a chilly willy this morning. Now, that was my first night in a tarp. It just shows you don't, you know, in the sort of these months of the year, even a poorly set up tarp, as long as you've got enough room to get under it, and you've got a bivvy bag and a decent sleeping bag, you're fine. Again, just want to show you this. See that? Condensation. I mean, look at the size of that shelter. Absolutely enormous. You don't really get an idea. It's miles too big, but the condensation was bad. I guess that would be whatever you get. But I wouldn't get one of these solo tarps. I see people crawling under. I mean, as soon as you touch it, you're going to get, something's going to get wet. So just a decent size tarp, 10 by 8 I think, is the one I think I'll order it next week, or sorry, this week. Wee fly or a midgie. Hope it was a midgie. Not a good trip. Not really as good as my other ones. As I say, it was just to test the shelters. Try something different. Midges are beginning to... I never really got any yesterday, but they're beginning to appear. Right, I think that's the last I'll shoot for this trip. So anyway, I'll see you for my next mini adventure.